You're like, oh, it's fine.
Poor Journey.
It's a great. Yeah, I love Journey. Steve Perry.
It's a good band.
Yeah.
Good band.
I have a Steve Perry story. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, always.
Then
Which Steve Perry?
Please follow it up with a Joe Perry.
All
story.
of them. No, the singer of Journey, of course. And so I had bought my first little starter house in Studio City, and I was working on installing the cabinets myself. I'm a contractor's son.
When you say starter house, it makes me think you're out there watering the house every day.
I am. It's like those eggs you put in water and they turn into dinosaurs.
Yeah, so it's a spongy house.
Yeah. It's really safe though because you can't get hurt. So I'm putting in the cabinets and I have this, I'm sweating, it's hot in the summertime and I'm almost finished and I hear, "Wow, this is an amazing house." And I turn around and I go, "Steve Perry, what the fuck are you doing here?" And it's Steve Perry and he's standing in my living room right next to the kitchen and he goes, "This is amazing, man. Is this place for sale?" And I was like, No, I own this place and I'm just about finished. And we talked for a little bit, and eventually I was like, "Steve Perry, you got to get the fuck out of here, man.
You got to take a journey out of my fucking house."
So,
Wait.
Go ahead. Do you want to ask?
Does Steve Perry wander Studio City looking at houses?
Oh my God, is he West Coast Bill Murray?
Well, apparently
Bill Murray is all coasts.
Apparently he does sort of meander and likes to walk, right?
Yeah.
So flash forward 4 years later, I'm in Burbank. And I'm building a studio and I'm working on it. I have my tool belt on. It's summertime and I'm fucking hot. And I hear out of the corner of my ear eye, I hear, "Wow, this place is amazing. Can I rent this place?" And I turn around and I go, "Steve Perry, you got to get the fuck out of here, man."
What?
And he was walking through Burbank and he meandered.
Holy shit.
So apparently construction zone is like crack.
I think
for
it's
Steve
just
Perry.
you summon him with your construction.
Dude, he's like my kryptonite.
Did he know who you were, or did he?
No, we never got to that. I just look like the construction guy that was there. You know what I mean? And
Oh my God.
so every time I put on my tool belt nowadays, I look around real quick. I'm just,
Well, it
'cause I
has to
never
be in
know.
the summer. You have to be sweating.
Yeah,
Next time you have to be like, "Oh, I'm in a band. Will you listen to my demo?" and just give him a Queens of the Stone Age tape.
Here's my demo. Yeah, here's my demo.
I hope there's like a bar. There should be a bar in Studio City where all the contractors go and they just tell Steve Perry stories.
It's called Perry's.
I know. Yeah. Sperry's.
Yeah, he showed up when they were building it.
Yeah. Wow, this
Place
bar's
is
amazing.
amazing.
Well, but apparently,
Can I have a party here? Do you have functions?
I've heard stories where he my friend's band, he walked into this club on Sunset and said, "Wow, can I do lights?"
What?
Literally, for real. This is no bullsh, man. He walked in and so they were like, "Steve Perry, do lights." And he did full on rock lights and he's good at it.
Holy shit.
I don't know why I have to
that's
say
why
his
he
whole
left
name
Journey.
either. It's not
No, you
necessary. I
always
could
have
just say
to.
Steve.
No, Steve Perry.
Steve Perry, do lights.
Because he doesn't sing with Journey anymore, does he? It's another guy.
So I'm having sex with my wife.
Yep.
I look over. Hey,
wearing my
sweaty in
tool
summer,
belt.
and he's like, "Wow, you're doing great. Can I do?" And I'm like, "Steve Perry,
No, Steve Perry.
get in here.
Yeah.
You should have known not to wear your construction belt while you were fucking your wife.
It's how we do stuff. These kids won't make themselves.
No, this is a metaphorical
We're
hammer.
building people.
Hammer time."
I can't believe that I had no idea that
Best
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry story I've ever heard.
How many Steve Perry stories
kind of the
have you
best.
heard?
At least 8.
Really?
Yeah.
8 Steve Perry stories.
I listen to podcasts.
More than the 3 that you just heard now.
No,
well,
that
these
was
are- this
3.
is- this
There's
is
5
kind of-
others.
Oh,
Aren't you
there's
guys going to
5 of them.
PerryCon this year? Everyone just
PerryCon set up next to Slam Dance. It's Sundance, Slam Dance, PerryCon.
The only convention full of ex-convicts who love Steve Perry. 28 after 57 of the hour, coming at your cordless.
We actually always do construction in hopes of summoning him.
Yeah, I'm out there just sawing a log with my German-style jean shorts on, just pockets.
Yeah. Guys, you got to understand, it has to be somewhere he wants to rent.
You have to go into an abandoned house and start doing work and spin around 3 times and say Steve Perry.
Steve Perry.
That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Bloody Perry.
Yeah, Bloody,
Bloody
Perry.
Perry, Bloody Perry, Bloody
Bloody
Perry.
Perry, Bloody Perry, Bloody Perry. Hey guys. Yeah, there's a story
Wow,
about
this
it.
place is amazing.
Golly. But those guys, though.
This sex shop is amazing.
I can't. Do you ever think like it would have been awesome to have been?
I guess someday love will find you is what I'm
It
trying to
might
say.
find you. Girl can't help it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Girl can't help it. Do you think of like those guys who sort of live that what sort of like what Joe Walsh describes in the song, where it's just like those guys that just are not in touch with reality at all. If you were a rock star in that certain period between like the 70s and the 80s.
I gotta say, I love those moments when I've been able to be the guy in that song. You know, the Eagles were like, we're going to do a tour. We need to get Joe Walsh. And they found him living above a record store in Detroit just smoking crack. And he was like, hey, guys. And then they're like, you need to get sober or you're not going on this tour. And he was like, okay. And he just fucking did. And then it's like, I'll just go back to ripping balls off this guitar here. And that's the story of the Eagles.
Grab that Rickenbacker
Eagles.
and go.
So if you were going to hang out with any of the Eagles, Joe Walsh would be the guy.
I'm afraid Yelp.
You're a robot.
Oh, shit, I'm alone in an empty building. Steve Perry!
Steve Perry, get the fuck out of here. Would
Can I start a podcast in here?
you? Yeah. Oh my God, this podcast is amazing. I love to buy it.
Oh, my God, that thing is amazing with Steve Perry.
Peeve Stary.
Hysteria. Perv stare.
Perv Stary.
Oh, my God, those balls are amazing. Steve,
That is an amazing pile of dicks you got over there.
You're taking a leak at some restaurant and in walks Peeve Perv Stary.
Perv Stary.
What an incredible set of dongs you have.
Couldn't take my eyes off it.
I think you're nearsighted. These are only one
It's
dong.
just
It's
one.
just one, actually, just one.
No, that's a set.